This is a walk through the AdvocateApp designed for solicitors and barristers practicing in England and Wales in the United Kingdom. First of all, just the What's New page gives you details on the judicial version of information stored inside the application. So, for example, this highlights from the 24th of Feb, we go live with the update 6 to Magistrates Court Sentencing Guidelines. We keep this up to date with updates that appear on the Sentencing Council website. Now, the application is also designed for iPhone 4S and iPhone 5, so you could actually use this if you're searching for a particular court while you're actually en route to your first hearing. So, information about the court, contact numbers, stuff you need to know if you're finding yourself in a new court. So, AdvocateApp gives you access to things like civil procedure rules, criminal procedure rules, and magistrates court information. And probably the most important part of the application is the ability to search for offences, to view those offences, but importantly to then link offences to a particular client that you're representing. So we can set up a client here. I'll just create a new client. And we could select a particular court hearing date for this particular client. So it's a PM sitting, probably a 2 PM listing. Having set up our initial client, we can click Save. We can then go back to our offence guidelines and perhaps highlight the offences that they need representing for. So, for example, we can highlight a breach of community order. Perhaps there was another offence committed along with that breach, and we can then look back to this particular client and see the offences relevant to that client building up inside our list. So, while searching for those offences by group, we can look by A to Z if that's more helpful. We will be included by page, and finally by Act of Parliament if that's particularly required. So we can add another one in, and we now have our client, Andrew Michael Smith, with 3 offences for that particular court hearing on February the 9th. We also give access to explanatory material, which is useful where you can reference certain items in assistance of the bench. We also offer additional guidelines, and that allows us to zoom in and look at a particular item, and clicking back at the top I can just close that offence guideline and go back to additional guidelines. We can also add electronic case files or supporting documents to do with a specific client, and these can again be made favourite and tagged into that particular defendant. We can then see a running order of all the clients we're seeing during a session, and they're ordered by date and time, so you have a running order for your day at court. We do supply additional help for adjournment dates 8 weeks from today, the official fines guideline, a fines calculator,